Good morning, everybody. My name is Cale Casey, one of the information officers with Pacific Northwest Team 2 here in the Unified Command at the Taylor Creek Fire. It is 5 a.m. on Thursday, August 2nd, and you are right here in the Merlin community at our Instant Command Post. Thanks for joining us. Estimated acreage today based on the infrared flight at 1 a.m. this morning, so this is just estimated, 31,596 acres, with most of that fire growth to the west. We'll cover that later. Containment remains at 30%. Personnel numbers, 1,022 firefighters today with 29 hand crews, 9 helicopters, 60 engines, and 148 Oregon State Fire Marshal structure protection specialists out there right now. The growth to the west is out in this area, and we'll discuss that after we talk about the good news around the structures. The operations chief last night told a community meeting folks at the North Valley High School that we have one more day of firing and one more day today to link together all the containment lines behind all the structures in the north and northeast of the fire. Crews are out there right now holding and patrolling. And so today we should see from Pickett Creek all the way north, containment line in and mopping up starting to happen. If all goes well with the weather, we should be a day or two before the real situation in the northeast is resolved. That's what they told the community last night. And if you want to see that meeting, you can go onto our Facebook page where we live stream all 50 minutes. We had about 400 people in attendance. It was a really good briefing. In the Hog Creek to Indian Mary area, fire is to our intended containment lines, and it was a nice moderate backing fire. There are some hazards in the area with rolling debris and rocks and such, so that road will remain closed for a while. The fire has not crossed the Rogue River, and we do have that contingency branch group on the other side of the river ready to attack any single hotspot that should make its way over. We also have a drone that flies at night gridding and looking for any of these hotspots. So for those of you at home wondering how we know where the hotspots are, we have 2 or 3 different infrared systems that are looking at all times to see so that they can help and pinpoint for firefighters where a spot fire might be. The Bear Camp Road is open with road guards, and we're prepping Galeese Creek Road where fire is almost to the structures. We have the hose lays, pumps, and structure crews in there, and the backing fire is coming down nicely. When the timing is right, we'll start to do our own strategic firing, and at some point that strategic firing will impact the Bear Camp Road. So we're trying to keep it open for every hour that we can going forward, but when that time comes, there will be a closure on the Bear Camp Road. We're going to try to do that firing as efficiently as possible because we know that keeping that road open is important to you, but it's also an enormous safety issue, as you all know. Okay, to the west. The fire made a run late yesterday afternoon, pushing close to our containment line, which is going to be the Chrome Ridge. That Chrome Ridge is Road 2402 in the Cedar Mountain area, and that other fire teams and other fires like the Biscuit have had success holding on that road. The dozer line is in place, and we're going to be using our strategic aerial firing operations today from helicopters, supported by the very large air tankers, pre-treating the ridge with the retardant, and then we'll also have the heavy helicopters. We have a whole fleet of heavy helicopters that will start taking the heat out as that fire pushes our containment line. This is one of those days where a coordinated air effort using the very large air tankers, the aerial support firefighting helicopters with the plastic sphere dispensers, the ping pong balls we call them, and the heavy helicopters with the big buckets can all work together with the crews on the ground to try to really hold that ridge at our primary containment line. Okay, we're still working on coordinated effort with the Klondike Fire and Pacific Northwest Team 3 so we can develop strategies and maintain readiness to help reduce the risk as the Klondike Fire moves, as our fire moves a little bit to the west, so we don't have any duplication efforts. This is a 100% suppression fire, so our goal is to hook around our fire and totally contain it, and Klondike is working on that too. We always have to have strategic planning contingencies so that if the 2 should make a run, a sudden shift in the weather, that we have a plan, nobody gets hurt. Okay, key points for today. Aviation is most effective when used in total coordination. We'll report on that later today as it unfolds. Operation Smoky with the National Guard that Governor Kate Brown signed is in effect. The hand crews are heading to Gardner today, and we should see some National Guard hand crews heading to this fire at some point when they're ready and briefed in. We also already have the National Guard here doing all of our security. They're called TAPS, security locations, so please, when you see them, thank them for their service. progression maps we had one at the committee meeting last night. They show the daily progress of the fire. So when you look at one of our progression maps, it's showing you day by day how much the fire grew. A reminder, this is unified command. One of the committee members asked last night why we have two incident commanders. It was actually a really good question. I just want to remind you all, we are used to working as interagency teams always. And in this case, it's a unified command between the Pacific Northwest Type 1 team and the Oregon State Fire Marshals team. Fire marshals have the structures, the federal team has the bigger picture, and we work in total coordination, but we're used to that. So it was a great question by the community, but we just want to let you know, day to day, it's one Green Pants Nation. We have the same mission to protect the structures, save your businesses, and get people back home. Thank you again for taking the time to come to the meeting last night, and especially all the folks who sent out comments and put up signs in the community thanking the firefighters. We passed that on to them. The virtual audience last night was fantastic, and we did repost the operations video because we couldn't see the laser pointer, and that was posted about 8:30 last night. As a reminder, you can sign up for Readiness, Rogue Valley Emergency Management, so rvem.org, and you can always call the Joint Information Center with any questions, 541-474-5305. And let's talk about standing firefighter order number 2. Know what your fire is doing at all times. We're really grateful for the new technology, having the drones out there at night, keeping eyes for our troops. Stay safe out there, folks. We'll come back to you later with answers to your questions, so keep posting them throughout the day, whether you're watching this now live at 5 or whenever you get a chance to watch it. Thank you.